What if the way you begin your morning is quietly shaping everything that follows? Your thoughts, your emotions, your decisions, and even the opportunities you notice or miss. Most people wake up and immediately reach for their phones, their worries, or their responsibilities. Before they even take a breath, their mind is already crowded with pressure, comparison, stress, and distraction. Without realizing it, they have already surrendered the direction of their day to noise instead of to God. And that is where things begin to go wrong. The truth is, your morning is not just another routine moment. It is a spiritual starting point. It is the foundation that sets the tone for everything else. When you rush past God in the morning, you are stepping into the day without clarity, without peace, and without the strength that comes from His presence. But when you choose to pause, even for a few minutes, and intentionally turn your heart toward Him, something begins to shift deep within you. Your perspective changes. Your spirit becomes calm. Your focus becomes clear. You are no longer reacting to the day, you are being guided through it. This is why so many people feel overwhelmed, anxious, or spiritually distant. It is not always because their lives are too difficult, but because their mornings are disconnected. They are trying to carry the weight of the day on their own, instead of placing it in God's hands from the very beginning. Imagine starting your day not with stress, but with surrender. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with confusion, but with clarity. That is the power of choosing God first. When you begin your morning with prayer, you are doing more than speaking words. You are aligning your heart with God's will. You are inviting Him into your thoughts, your plans, your conversations, and your challenges. You are acknowledging that you do not have to figure everything out on your own. There is a peace that comes when you release control and trust that God is already ahead of you, preparing the way. That peace is not dependent on your circumstances. It is rooted in your connection with Him. Too often, people underestimate the impact of a simple, sincere prayer. They think it has to be long, perfect, or deeply structured to matter. But what God desires is not perfection, it is presence. It is your willingness to come before Him honestly, to express gratitude, to seek guidance, and to surrender your worries. Even a few moments of genuine connection can transform the entire atmosphere of your day. Think about the difference it makes when you start your day feeling centered, grounded, and spiritually aware. Instead of being easily frustrated, you become more patient. Instead of being overwhelmed, you become more focused. Instead of being reactive, you become intentional. That shift does not happen by accident. It begins with the decision to put God first. There is also something powerful about consistency. One morning of prayer is meaningful, but a habit of starting your day with God creates lasting transformation. Over time, you begin to notice that your mindset changes more naturally. Your reactions become calmer. Your decisions become wiser. You develop a deeper sense of trust, knowing that no matter what happens, you are not facing it alone. God is with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and reminding you of what truly matters. If you have been feeling distant, distracted, or spiritually drained, this is your moment to reset. You do not need to wait for the perfect time or the perfect situation. Right now is enough. Today is enough. God is not asking for elaborate rituals. He is inviting you into a relationship. He is waiting for you to acknowledge Him, to seek Him, and to trust Him with your day. So before you check your messages, before you dive into your responsibilities, before the noise of the world begins to take over, make a different choice. Pause, breathe, turn your attention to God. Let this moment become the turning point in how you approach your mornings and your life. Do not let this day be another one where you move forward without His guidance. Do not allow distractions to take priority over what truly matters. This is your opportunity to begin again, to realign your heart, and to step into your day with purpose and peace. Start with this prayer and watch how everything begins to change. Not just around you, but within you. As you step deeper into this moment, begin to quiet everything around you. Let the rush slow down. Let the noise fade into the background. This is your time with God, and nothing else needs your attention right now. You don't have to impress Him, and you don't have to find perfect words. Just come as you are, honest, open, and willing. Heavenly Father, thank you for this new morning. Thank you for the gift of life, for the breath in my lungs, and for the opportunity to begin again. No matter what yesterday looked like, I am grateful that today is a fresh start. I recognize that every new day is not guaranteed, and I choose not to take this moment for granted. Thank you for watching over me through the night and for bringing me into this day with purpose. Lord, before I do anything else, I give this day to you. Every plan, every responsibility, every challenge, I place it all in your hands. I acknowledge that I cannot control everything, and I do not need to. You are already ahead of me, making a way where I cannot see. Guide my steps today. Direct my thoughts, my words, and my actions so that they reflect your will and not just my own desires. Help me to walk in wisdom. When I face decisions, remind me to pause and seek your guidance instead of rushing ahead. Give me clarity where there is confusion, peace where there is anxiety, and strength where there is weakness. Teach me to trust you, even when things do not go as planned. Help me to remember that your plans are higher and greater than mine. Father, I surrender every worry that has been weighing on my heart. The things I have been stressing about, the situations I cannot fix, the fears that try to take hold of my mind, I release them to you right now. Replace my anxiety with your peace. Fill my heart with confidence, knowing that you are in control and that nothing I face today is beyond your power. Guard my heart and my mind throughout this day. Protect me from negativity, from distractions that pull me away from what truly matters, and from anything that tries to steal my peace. Help me to stay focused, disciplined, and intentional. Let my thoughts be aligned with truth, not fear. Let my reactions be guided by patience, not frustration. Lord, shape my character today. Help me to be kind even when it is difficult, patient even when I feel rushed, and understanding even when I am challenged. Let my words bring encouragement and not harm. Let my actions reflect integrity and compassion. Use me as a light to the people around me, whether in big ways or small moments that may seem unnoticed. I also pray for strength. There may be moments today that test me, moments that stretch me, and moments that feel overwhelming. In those times, remind me that I am not alone. Remind me to lean on you instead of relying only on myself. Give me endurance to keep going, faith to keep believing, and courage to keep moving forward. Thank you, Lord, for your presence. Thank you that I do not have to walk through this day by myself. Even when I cannot see you, I know you are with me, guiding, protecting, and working behind the scenes in ways I may not understand yet. Help me to stay aware of your presence and to remain connected to you throughout the day. As I move forward, I choose faith over fear. I choose trust over doubt. I choose to believe that this day holds purpose, that you are working in my life, and that everything I encounter can be used for good. No matter what comes my way, I will hold on to the truth that you are in control. Don't rush away just yet. This is where many people miss something powerful. They say the prayer, but they don't linger long enough to truly receive what God is giving. Let this moment settle into your spirit. Let the peace sink deeper than just words. Right now, choose to be still. You don't need to say anything for a few seconds. Just breathe slowly and become aware that God is with you. Not distant, not watching from afar, but present right here, right now. There is a quiet strength in this stillness, a reassurance that you are covered, guided, and not alone in anything you are about to face. Sometimes the most powerful part of prayer is not speaking, it is listening. As you sit in this calm, allow God to speak to your heart in a way that goes beyond words. It may come as a sense of peace, a gentle conviction, a reminder, or even clarity about something you've been struggling with. Do not ignore that. This is where direction is often given, subtly, quietly, but powerfully. If there is anything still weighing on you, bring it forward now. That one situation you keep thinking about, that pressure you're carrying, that uncertainty about the future, place it fully into God's hands. Not halfway, not with hesitation, completely. Trust is not just saying you believe, it is releasing control even when you still have questions. Remind yourself, you are not meant to carry everything alone. God did not design you to wake up and fight through the day with your own strength only. That is exhausting, and it leads to burnout, frustration, and doubt. But when you begin your day like this, grounded in Him, you are stepping into your responsibilities with a different kind of strength. A strength that is steady, not fragile. A strength that remains even when circumstances change. As you prepare to move forward into your day, set an intention. You will not forget this moment, because it is easy to feel peaceful now, in this quiet space. But the real challenge comes later, when distractions return, when stress rises, when things don't go as expected. That is when you must remember what you've established here. Carry this awareness with you. Return to it throughout your day, even if only for a few seconds at a time. When things feel overwhelming, pause and reconnect. When you feel frustrated, take a breath and realign. When you feel uncertain, remind yourself that you already placed this day in God's hands. This is how your morning prayer continues to work long after it ends. And as you go through your day, stay aware of the small moments where God is moving. It might not always be something dramatic. Sometimes it is subtle. A delay that protects you, a conversation that encourages you, an unexpected solution, or even a sense of calm in a situation that would normally stress you out. These are not coincidences. These are reminders that God is involved in your day. Gratitude will keep you connected. So make it a habit, not just now but throughout the day, to quietly thank Him. Thank Him for what you see and even for what you don't fully understand yet. Gratitude shifts your focus, keeps your heart open, it strengthens your faith. Also, be mindful of what you allow into your mind today. What you watch, what you listen to, what you dwell on, it all shapes your mindset. Protect your peace intentionally. You've started your day aligned. Don't let negativity easily take that away. You have more control over your focus than you think. Choose what builds you, not what drains you. And if at any point you feel like you've lost that sense of peace, don't fall into frustration or guilt. Just return. That's the beauty of this relationship. You can reconnect at any moment. It doesn't require a perfect setting or a long process. Even a simple, sincere thought like, "God, I need you right now," is enough to realign your heart again. Before you fully step into your day, remind yourself of this truth. You are covered. You are guided. You are not walking into this day alone. Whatever you face today, you will face it with God beside you, strengthening you, directing you, and working through every situation, even the ones you don't understand yet. Hold on to that, and carry this presence with you into every moment ahead. As you move forward from this moment, don't treat what you've just done as something small or routine. There is a tendency to underestimate quiet beginnings, but this right here is where real strength is built. Long before results are seen, before doors open, before situations change, something has already shifted within you. Your posture is different now. Your mindset is different, and that matters more than you realize. Because the truth is, the battle of your day is often won or lost in your mind before anything even happens externally. If your mind is filled with doubt, fear, and pressure, then even small challenges can feel overwhelming. But when your mind is anchored in trust, in peace, and in awareness of God's presence, you begin to approach everything differently. Problems don't disappear, but they lose their power over you. You are no longer reacting out of panic. You are responding with clarity. So as you step into your responsibilities today, carry this mindset intentionally. When something doesn't go your way, don't be quick to assume the worst. Pause and remind yourself, there may be something here you cannot see yet. There may be a reason, a protection, or even a redirection hidden in that moment. Trust is not always easy, especially when outcomes are uncertain, but this is where your faith becomes real, not in comfort but in unpredictability. You will likely face moments today that test your patience. It might be a delay, a difficult conversation, an unexpected obstacle, or simply a buildup of small frustrations. In those moments, remember this: you already prepared for this. Not by controlling the situation, but by grounding yourself in God before it even began. That preparation gives you the ability to respond differently. Instead of reacting immediately, take a breath. Give yourself space between what happens and how you respond. In that space, invite God back into your awareness. A simple pause can prevent unnecessary stress, regret, or conflict. It can turn what would have been a negative reaction into a moment of wisdom. And when you feel your energy starting to drain, don't ignore it. That is often a sign that you are slipping back into relying only on your own strength. This is your cue to reconnect. Even in the middle of a busy day, you can take a few seconds to realign. Close your eyes briefly if you can, or just shift your focus inward and remind yourself, you are not doing this alone. This ongoing connection is what sustains you. It's not just about one prayer in the morning. It's about maintaining awareness throughout the day. Think of it as a quiet thread that keeps you grounded no matter where you are or what you are doing. Whether you are working, studying, interacting with others, or facing challenges, that connection remains available to you. Also, pay attention to how you treat others today. It's easy to get caught up in your own tasks and pressures, but the way you show up for people matters. You never fully know what someone else is carrying. A small act of patience, a kind word, or a moment of understanding can have a bigger impact than you think. Let your actions reflect the peace you received this morning. There is strength in consistency. Anyone can feel inspired for a moment, but lasting change comes from repetition. The more you choose to start your day like this, the more natural it becomes. Over time, it will no longer feel like something you have to force. It will become something you depend on. And that dependence is not weakness. It is alignment. If today doesn't go perfectly, don't let that discourage you. There may still be mistakes, setbacks, or moments where you lose focus. That doesn't erase what you've built this morning. Growth is not about perfection. It's about returning again and again to what centers you. Each time you come back, you strengthen that connection. As this part of your morning comes to a close, carry one simple commitment with you. You will not move through this day unconsciously. You will stay aware of your thoughts, aware of your reactions, aware of God's presence in both the quiet and the busy moments. This awareness is what transforms an ordinary day into something meaningful. And no matter what happens, remember this, you started this day with intention. You chose to align yourself before the world had a chance to pull you in different directions. That choice alone sets you apart. It gives you an advantage that is not always visible, but deeply powerful. So go forward with that confidence. Step into your day steady, not rushed, focused, not scattered, grounded, not overwhelmed. And when you need to, return to this moment because it is always available to you. This is how your day begins to change. Not all at once, but one intentional moment at a time. As you continue into your day, carry this quiet awareness with you, not as something heavy, but as something steady. You don't need to force it. You don't need to constantly remind yourself in a tense or pressured way. Instead, let it rest gently in the background of your thoughts, like a calm anchor that keeps you grounded no matter what unfolds. There is a difference between rushing through a day and walking through it with intention. Most people rush. They move quickly from one task to another, reacting, adjusting, trying to keep up. But when you begin your morning like this, you are choosing a different pace. Not necessarily slower in action, but calmer in spirit. You are no longer being pulled in every direction. You are moving with awareness, and that awareness will be tested. There will be moments when distractions feel stronger than your focus. Moments when emotions rise quickly. Moments when it feels easier to fall back into old patterns of stress, impatience, or overthinking. This is where your intention matters most. Not when things are easy, but when they are not. In those moments, don't overcomplicate it. You don't need a long process to come back to center. A single deep breath, a short pause, a quiet acknowledgement. God, guide me right now. That is enough to shift your direction again. The goal is not to be perfect throughout the day. The goal is to return as many times as needed. And understand this clearly. Returning is not failure. Returning is strength. Every time you choose to realign instead of giving in to frustration or distraction, you are reinforcing something deeper within you. You are training your mind and your spirit to stay connected, even in the middle of real-life pressure. That is where true growth happens, not in isolation, but in the middle of your everyday life. Also, pay attention to how you handle the unexpected today. Things may not go exactly as planned. Timing may shift. Outcomes may differ from what you hoped. But instead of immediately resisting or becoming discouraged, consider this: not everything that changes your plan is working against you. Some things are quietly working for you in ways you cannot yet see. This mindset changes everything. It allows you to stay steady instead of shaken. It gives you the ability to move forward without carrying unnecessary frustration. And most importantly, it keeps your trust intact, even when clarity is not immediate. As you interact with others today, bring this same grounded presence into your conversations. Listen more carefully. Respond more thoughtfully. Avoid reacting too quickly, especially in moments of tension. You may notice that when you carry peace within you, it begins to influence the atmosphere around you. Situations that could escalate may soften. Conversations may become more constructive. And even if others remain unchanged, you remain steady, and that is powerful. There is also something important to remember about progress. Not every positive shift will be obvious right away. Some changes are internal first. You may feel slightly more patient, slightly more focused, slightly less overwhelmed. Do not overlook these small shifts. They are signs that something is working, that your effort to start the day differently is already making an impact. Over time, these small changes build into something much greater. Your mornings shape your mindset shapes your actions, and your actions shape your outcomes. It all connects. That is why this moment you took today matters far more than it may seem on the surface. As the day continues, remind yourself of one simple truth: you don't have to carry everything. Whenever you feel the weight building again, pause and release it. You've already practiced this. You've already made the decision to not hold onto everything by yourself. Keep applying that throughout your day. The more you do, the lighter you will feel, even when responsibilities remain. And if you find yourself slipping back into stress or distraction for a while, don't let that turn into discouragement. Just notice it and come back. No judgment, no frustration, just a quiet return to awareness. That alone keeps you moving in the right direction. Take 2 minutes right now. Pause, pray, and invite God into your day. If this spoke to you, like, share, and subscribe for daily faith-filled strength and guidance. Be blessed.